How you doing? Sean Gervais, Creative Designs. Welcome back to another edition. Today we're discussing blogging. You've probably heard a lot about it, might be curious to get into it, or maybe you're just curious about the benefits for your business. Well, good news, you've come to the right place. We deal with this a lot with our clients. We explain to them the benefits of it. There is a time commitment, of course, so we do go over that side of things. It can be minimal, but also, you can sort of work it into a routine and increase the hours you spend. But why would you want to blog anyways? Is this just your personal thoughts? Is this just to vent or get out some frustrations on the internet? No. That may have been the case a long time ago, may never have been, not really sure, but that may have led to a stigma that you now see as maybe I shouldn't do blogging. Blogging kind of has a negative connotation at times, or sounds like it's more for a hobby project, like maybe you want to discuss model trains that you build on the side. Not the case. Real business and real sales can be generated from the blog on your website. We use the term interchangeably: blog, article center, newsletter, so on and so forth. Really what we're talking about are articles that you write about, and the blog is kind of the central hub where those articles go. A lot of people are familiar with the blog, so it is good to use that terminology on your website. And believe it or not, people will look for your blog. They want to know what your company has to say. They want to find out more about what you're about, aside from the heavily scripted About Us page. We were established in 1970s. Nobody really wants to read that stuff because they know you want to just put forward the best image possible, and it's a lot of fluff. What they want to see is the substance. They want to know the true value of the company they're dealing with prior to making a decision, or maybe when they're considering a big purchase, or just to find out more about a particular company to get more interested in your brand. And these people will become your brand ambassadors down the road as they get more interested in your company and your business through your thoughts and experiences that you share through your blog. It can also be industry news, so on and so forth. So essentially, at its core, your blog is really just a resource of information for consumers to go to learn more about your company, the industry, tips and tricks, maybe support articles and issues. So rather than having just a frequently asked questions, you can also address these kinds of concerns and questions that customers are having within your blog. And the interesting thing is that it's all of these different pieces in one central place for your customers, and it gives them a reason to come back to your website. Your About Us page, your services page, even your home page for the most part, once a customer has seen that information, there's not really a huge driving force for them to come back to your website. Having a blog with articles that are important to them gives them a reason to A, subscribe, so they're likely to give you their email address so that you can start sending them updates. Hey, we have a new post on this or a new article on that. You might be interested. Check it out. Now they have a reason to come back to your website. Now it doesn't stop with just putting the content there. Great example is to always, if you're writing an article about a topic, at the bottom of it, include a sales pitch. Always be selling. So when you're writing this blog pitch about, the blog article, include your pitch. So it's like, hey, we can, this is what's new with search engine optimization, and you should try these tips and tricks on your own website for your own marketing to get your business to where you want it to be. And by the way, we can help you with that process. So give us a call, we can schedule a consultation, and we can go over your current marketing strategies to discuss your SEO strategies as well, and we can implement those for your business. Boom! Call us today, Creative Designs, 613-482-0480. We just put in a plug into this article that someone's reading about search engine optimization tips and news and what's changing or trending in the industry. So it's very important to put those kinds of things into your blog articles because you should always be selling, and really you want to encourage the customer to come back to read something interesting that can be helpful and add value to their day, but you also want to convert those customers into paying customers. So really, you should always be selling within your blog, and that's the whole purpose of this. The second purpose, though, is for search engines. And so search engines love content. You may have already heard that content is king, and it will continue to be because search engines really are about indexing content. They're not about indexing websites. They're looking for content, and they want fresh content, and they want lots of it. So the more you can give them, the better. We've noticed that sites with 40 or more pages, and each blog post counts as a page, those websites really do rank better in search engines because they have a lot more content to offer. They have a lot more keywords that they can rank for. We also notice that those websites tend to convert more users into customers. So take those visitors, give them something interesting, they find out more about your company, and they're more likely to convert into your customers down the road. Now, what do you write about? Well, like I said, you can write about industry news, you can write about, answer some questions that customers have had, tips and tricks. You can write about new services or announcements that are happening within the company. Maybe you just got an award or a certain milestone has been reached. You can write about these things. You can also write about customer interactions. And I wouldn't focus so much on the negative interactions that you may or may not have, but more the positive ones. If you have a positive customer experience, write about it. Put it on there. Say, just met with one of our extremely loved clients. We did some work for them. It was tremendous. We look forward to working with them again. Here was the problem that they had, and here's how we solved it. It was a really great experience to work with them, and we look forward to working with them in the future. Have a great day. Thanks again, Sean Gervais. Signing off. Boom. Little tidbits of information like that give an insight into your company, and the more that consumers have an insight into your company, the more that they can appreciate the true value that you're bringing without hearing your generic marketing pitches all the time. So they start to learn that your company cares, what it cares about, what your company does, how your company goes the extra mile, so on and so forth, without you having to tell them that you do these things. You can just show them through your words. Start blogging today. That's all for now. Shh.